Hello friends, my name is Mukesh Maitanya. As we have seen, lesson number 1 to 4. Now, poem number 1, Dust of Snow by Robert Frost, well known poet whose name higher in this particular field, particularly in writing poem. First, the central idea of the poem. What is the theme of the poem? Central idea of the poem now we see, so that we realize The Dust of Snow by Robert Frost is a small and simple poem. Very small and simple poem. Easy to learn, easy to understand. With a deep meaning higher, deep, but it is a simple and small poem. If you go into deep, higher meaning or deep meaning is there. See, the central idea of the poem you see. Simple poem with a deep meaning. It expresses the significance of small things in changing one's attitude. Think small, but changing one's attitude, thinking, idea, it express. The poem explains that the little things in life can make huge changes in our future. Think looking little, small, but if you see then you realize it brings huge change in future. Sometimes the thing is little, we do not pay attention towards it, only seeing the thing small or little. But if you take it sincerely, seriously, if you take care of it, you can find higher changes in future. It also reflects that hard times in the life will lead to the happier times if we can persist with it. If we can persist, if we can think about it during hard time, during difficulties, we can live happily. If you pay attention towards small things, little things, take care, then we will live our life in better way. We make our bright future if we pay attention towards small thing, little thing. Then easy and simple poem, small, but if you go into deep, we find that higher efforts have been made or has been made by the poet to explain the real meaning of this particular poem. Now you see stanza wise explanation. The way a crow shook down on me, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. 4 lines, first stanza. Word meaning is dust of snow, particles of snow, small particles of snow, and hemlock tree, a poisonous plant, tree with small white flowers, with that white flowers and poisonous. If any persons who can drink that particular hemlock liquid, that person can die. See, the poet Robert Frost recounts a small incident that changes his mood. He remembered small things, dust of snow, as you know. We have seen the particle of snow, and on the other hand, the hemlock. It seems very simple, but it is a great significance. If we see It is very simple. Most of people do not pay attention towards it, but it has a great significance. The poet was once very depressed and hopeless. The poet was confused, depressed, and hopeless, who has no hope. He was in a state of sorrow and was lost in his thought. State of sorrow, unhappy condition, and lost his thought. He was unable to think. He was standing under the hemlock tree. He was standing and thinking about hemlock tree. He sees. Then suddenly a crow that was sitting on the tree shook the tree, and the fine particle of snow from the tree fell on the poet. Suddenly a crow, that is why written, see, shook down on me. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. When he observed, then the crow which was sitting on the tree came down with a particle of snow and sat or fell on the poet. That is why poet thought, when he was standing under the hemlock tree and he was not in mood, state of sorrow, and he was lost in his thought, at that time crow which was sitting on the hemlock tree came down with a particles of snow and fell on a poet. That was explained in stanza number 1. Now stanza number 2. Has given my heart, number 2, a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. What says in stanza number 2? Has given me my heart a change of mood, my mood changed, and saved some part of a day I had rued. See the meaning: mood, a state of mind, and rued, held in regret. Sometimes, as you know, certain things we are not in mood and we have to see it in regret, in tension. We must take it sincerely. Explanation: when the soft and cold snow fell on the poet, when the soft and cold snow fell on the poet, it changes his mood from the state of sadness, enjoy the remaining part of the day. Sadness in happiness. His mood changed from sadness to happiness. He started feeling soothed, peaceful, and refreshed when he observed this cool and quiet ice. His mood changes. First, as you know, he was standing then sad, but his mood changed after seeing this, and he started feeling soothed, means peaceful and refreshed. These simple incidents help him enjoy the remaining part of the day. Small things, falling ice, but his mood changed from sad, he become happy, and he passed, or it helped him to enjoy remaining part of the day in happy condition. He thus become happy as it saved his rest of the day from being washed and held in regret. And he become happy. These simple incidents helped him enjoy the remaining part of the day. He thus become happy as it saved his rest of the day from being washed and held in regret. He realized, he thought, this particular matter in a proper way, and he become happy if you see the incident is very small, but he realized, he understood, and his particular fear disappeared. Now, poetic device used in the poem. Poetic device, that means rhyme scheme as well as figure of speech. See, the poetic device used in the poem, rhyme scheme AB means pronunciation same, AB first and third and second and fourth. See, the way a crow, AB, and third one see, snow, crow and snow, same, me and tree, same, that means AB, first and third rhyme scheme, and second and fourth, that is called AB. First and third last words pronunciation same, second and fourth last pronunciation same, that is scheme is called AB. Symbolize hemlock tree and crow, it shows this particular two things. Irony, a contrast between reality and expectations. The figure of speech is irony. The contrast between reality and expectations, between what is said and what is meant. Different thing to tell and different meaning. Between what appears to be true and real with real truths. What we think and what happens. What we mean by the to be true and in the real sense, real truth. Rue is also a plant that is cultivated for its medicinal use. As you know, it is also a plant. There is a bit of irony here that the poet refers to the poisonous hemlock and the medicinal rue, comparing on one hand poisonous tree, on the other hand he compared it with a rue, that means for the medical purpose, for the medicine. So in this stage, second one, he changes his mood from the lower to the higher, and he keep that type of expectation in proper way. Next page, NCTR folder. Thinking about the poem, page number 14, textbook page number. Question answer. What is a dust of snow? What does the poet say has changed his mood? How has the poet's mood changed? How has the poet's mood changed? Answer. The dust of snow means the fine particles or flakes of snow. Dust of snow means the fine particles or flakes of snow, small particles, part of the snow. The sudden shower in the form of dust of snow changed the poet's mood. Sudden, as you know, he didn't know. In this way, the crow, as we have seen in first stanza, fall on the poet with these small particle of snow also falling. So, we can say that the sudden shower in the form of dust snow changed the poet's mood, and the poet's mood changed from the state of sadness to happiness. When he was standing under the tree, he was sad. But when the crow fall and with this particle of the dust also fall, so his mood changed from sadness to happiness. He felt refreshed and wanted to enjoy and make use the rest of the day in a proper. His mood changed He was standing first under the tree, sad, but after falling these particular particles of the snow, his mood changed, he became happy, and remaining time of the day he passed in happy way. That was what is in first question. Second, how does Frost present nature in this poem? The following questions may help you to think of an answer. Think of an answer. See. What are the birds that are usually named in poems? Do you think crow is often mentioned in poems? What images come to you, to your mind when you think of a crow? Again, how does Frost present nature in this poem? The following question may help you to think of an answer. What are the birds that are usually named in poems? Do you think crow is often mentioned in the poem, and what images come to your mind when you think of a crow? Second, again, what is hemlock tree? Why doesn't the poet write about more beautiful trees such as maple or an oak or a pine? Name of the tree. And third one, what do the crow and hemlock represent? Joy or sorrow? What does the dust of snow that the crow shakes off a hemlock tree stand for? These particular points helpful in giving answer. Now see answer. Frost represent nature in very different manner in the poem. First one, generally poet take the birds and trees which are known for their beauty and good qualities like peacock, parrot, cuckoo, manna, and trees full of beautiful flowers and fruits, etc. Generally, poets take the birds and trees which are known for their beauty and good qualities, like as you know, name of the birds, peacocks, parrots, cuckoo, manna, and trees full of beautiful flowers and fruits. But here Frost has taken a totally different approach. He chose a crow which is not often used in the poem. Crow, as you know, not people believing to be the lucky. Crow is the black in color with very harsh voice, as you know. Nobody like color black as well as harsh voice, and is believed to be a symbol of bad women. Bad omen that you know, bad luck. Crow is the symbol of bad luck. Thinking of a crow brings very depressing and sorrowful pictures to our mind. First we think, then naturally that type of pictures is coming in our mind. A hemlock tree is poisonous plant with small white flowers. Poisonous plant. And small flowers, white flowers. The poet Robert Frost didn't choose to use an oak, maple or pine tree. Instead, he chose the hemlock tree and left all the beautiful trees present in the world. He chose this particular hemlock tree which is poisonous. Actually, he did so to present his mood and feelings. He wanted to show this his mood and feelings. That is why he has chosen hemlock tree, not chosen other trees like maple or pine or oak trees. He didn't choose. He chose this tree for that reason, to show his mood. Third one, the crow and hemlock tree represent sorrow and depression felt by the poet in this materialistic world. In this materialistic world, the crow and hemlock trees represent sorrow and depression, both, as you know, because hemlock tree is poisonous and crow, as you know, not considered to be the good luck, bad women sign, color black, voice also harsh. That is why, to represent both, this poet knowingly uses this particular word in this materialistic world. The dust of snow is the symbol of natural joy and energy. Snows is represented as the natural joy and energy. The dust of snow that the cross sacks of a hemlock tree means passing through the sad and depressing moments, passing through the deep and secreting moment. The poet is entering the time full of joy and optimism. Optimism, that you know, full of hope. The poet uses this time particularly in this way, in a proper way. He uses this. Number 3, main question number, have there been times when you felt depressed and happiness? Have you experienced a similar moment that changed your mood that day? It changes your mood that day. That have you, or are you able to follow this? There have been innumerable times when I have felt depressed and hopeless. Innumerable times, many times, feeling like this situation. Sometimes such moments were aroused by other people's behavior and attitude. This type of situation we find were aroused by other people's behavior and attitude. Behavior not good, attitude not good, as you know, due to my own conduct. On one occasion, when I aroused by other people's behavior and attitude, and sometimes due to my own conduct, on one occasion when I was very upset, I went out for a walk. What the poet says? When I went out for a walk, while walking in the park, I saw a girl playing with a puppy, embracing and feeding him. Seeing this, another girl who was playing with the puppy and feeding him. This little joy that they said changed my mood and felt very happy for the rest of the day. Seeing this, realize that if you have positive thinking, you can take or you can enjoy at any place at any time. I also joined the two and played with them. I also joined and played with it. That shows that depends on our thinking, keeping positive thinking, then it is very easy for us to understand, to realize the real world, the real meaning. Clear? So, next extract based questions that we will see later on in next period. This what I have explained, that particular you will have to write one time in your book and 2 times you will have to read. Clear? Bring this lecture and here. Thank you. Have a nice day.